In a world addicted to hustle, where burnout is worn like a badge of honor, one truth gets buried. Rest is not weakness, rest is power. But not just any rest, not the kind that numbs you, not the kind that keeps you passive, overstimulated, or asleep at the wheel of life. We're talking about the kind of rest that sharpens you, that builds you up, and reloads your mind and body like a weapon ready for war. If you learn how to rest well, intentionally, intelligently, and with purpose, you become dangerous. Because most people never do. They grind themselves into the ground chasing results, then crash, distract, escape. That's not rest, that's leakage. This is about something different. Something precise. Let's break it down. 1. The problem with how the world rests. Most people don't rest, they escape. They binge-watch, scroll endlessly, eat to fill emotional gaps, drink to forget. That's not rest, that's sedation. Real rest restores power. Most modern rest just drains it in a slower, more comfortable way. And the worst part, they feel guilty for resting. So they never fully rest, and they never fully work. They're stuck in a gray zone, not focused, not relaxed, just existing, blurred and tired. If that's you, it ends now. 2. What rest really is not the opposite of productivity. Rest is part of productivity. It's the other half of the cycle. The inhale before the exhale. The silence before the strike. Elite performers don't rest less. They rest better. Rest done right isn't passive. It's active recovery. It restores your clarity, refuels your attention, rebuilds your nervous system. It allows your discipline to survive long-term. Here's the truth. If you don't rest well, your ability to perform, to grow, to lead, to create, decays silently. 3. Train yourself to rest with precision. To become dangerous, you need to treat rest with the same intensity and structure you treat your goals. Here's how. A. Define your recharge zones. There are only a few forms of rest that actually recharge your system. Deep sleep, stillness and silence, nature and sunlight, play or creative flow, deep real human connection, movement without pressure, breathing, meditation or prayer. Identify the 2 to 3 that work best for you. These are your recharge zones. Return to them. Not when you crash, but on purpose. B. Schedule your off time. Like your on time, you don't accidentally get powerful rest. Power move. Put recovery into your schedule. Block time for it. Guard it like a mission-critical task. When you're off, be fully off. No guilt, no halfway scrolling, no pretending to relax while worrying about work. When you rest with presence, you heal faster, recover faster, and return sharper. C. Get bored again. Most people are so overstimulated they forgot how to be alone with their own thoughts. If your mind can't slow down, it's not high energy. It's burnout in disguise. Practice doing nothing sometimes. Sit in silence. Go for a walk with no phone. Take slow breaths and just be. This is the gym for your nervous system. It'll feel uncomfortable. That's the point. 4. Upgrade your sleep like it's a weapon. You can talk about mindset, focus, discipline all day, but if your sleep sucks, you're trying to fight a war with no ammo. You need sleep too. Regulate emotions, consolidate memory, build muscle, sharpen decision-making, restore willpower. Make these non-negotiables. 7 to 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep, no screens, 60 minutes before bed. Sleep and wake at consistent times. Cool, dark room, no caffeine after 2 p.m. Protect sleep like your results depend on it, because they do. 5. Be unavailable on purpose. Part of resting well is knowing when to disappear. Everyone wants to be available 24/7. To reply instantly, to be seen, heard, plugged in. That's not power, that's addiction to validation. You get sharper when you detach from the noise. Once a week, turn off your phone. Ignore notifications. Be unreachable for a few hours. Let your nervous system breathe. Let your mind unclench. You don't owe the world constant access to your energy. 6. Protect the Sabbath. A day of strategic reset. Call it what you want. A Sabbath, a reset day, a clean slate. You need 1 day a week where you reflect on the past 6 days, audit your energy, reset your focus, recharge without guilt. This is how you sharpen the blade. You can't be on all the time. A machine that never cools down melts. A sword that never rests dulls. Choose a day. Protect it. Make it sacred. 7. Rest your mind like you rest your body. Your mind is constantly processing stimuli, thoughts, social input, internal dialogue. Just like a muscle, it needs breaks. Or it overheats. Strategies to calm the mind. 10 minutes of meditation, journaling. Brain dump every thought. Silence. No music, no podcast, no talking. Focused breathing, box breathing or 4-7-8. These aren't woo-woo hacks, they're elite performance tools. Calmness is a weapon. Learn how to generate it on command. 8. Don't just rest from effort. Rest from ego. You don't just get tired from doing a lot. You get tired from trying to prove a lot. Trying to impress, compete, be seen, be perfect, be right. That's ego fatigue, and it's real. Let yourself not care for a while. Not about how you look. Not about if they approve. Not about the algorithm. Take the armor off. Be still. Be honest. Be human. You'll find more power in that 1 hour of true self than in 12 hours of pretending. 9. Use rest as a weapon, not an excuse. Let's be clear, rest is not laziness, but laziness often wears the mask of rest. The difference? Intentional rest sharpens you, passive rest softens you. So when you rest, ask, am I doing this to recover or to avoid? Will I return more clear or more confused? Am I owning this moment or am I hiding from something? If you rest to reset, good. If you rest to escape, stop. You don't need another nap. You need a new narrative. 10. Come back sharper than you left. Rest isn't the end. It's the intermission before the next act. The goal isn't just to relax, it's to return with precision. So after you rest, review. What did I learn about myself? What tension did I release? What matters now more than it did before? This is what makes rest transformational. It changes your state and upgrades your clarity. You come back hungrier, more grounded, and dangerously focused. Final truth, learn to switch on and off at will. The most powerful people in the world are not always on. They are fully on when it matters, and fully off when it's time to recover. They own their time. They own their energy. They own their rhythm. That's how you win long term. That's how you outlast, outperform, outthink. Don't let the world's noise confuse your nervous system. Don't let hustle culture trick you into mistaking chaos for momentum. Master your effort. Master your rest. And when you rise again, make them feel it. Most people think rest is weakness. They think if they're not grinding 24/7, they're falling behind. But here's the truth. If you can't rest well, you can't perform at your peak. And if you're not performing at your peak, you're just another average player burning out slowly. Rest is not laziness. Rest is strategy. It's how the sharpest minds stay sharp. It's how warriors recharge before war. And if you learn how to rest properly, intentionally, not mindlessly, you become dangerous. Because while others are tired, foggy, impulsive, and scattered, you are clear, focused, and 10 steps ahead. Rest isn't about lying on the couch scrolling your phone. That's escape, not recovery. Real rest means doing what truly recharges you. Sleep with intention, disconnect to regain control, spend time alone to think. Walk, breathe, reflect. Let your body and mind recover so they can hit harder the next day. When you know how to rest well, you become unpredictable. You're not emotionally drained. You don't react, you respond. Your energy becomes powerful, your presence becomes focused. People feel it. You want to be a threat in any field, business, fitness, relationships, anything. Learn to rest so deeply that when you show up again, you move like a weapon. Because the world doesn't need more people hustling mindlessly. It needs people who are sharp, calm, and locked in. You're not weak when you rest, you're reloading.